I just want to know what's going on, Paz. That's all it is. I just want to know. Really fucking bad.
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible.
Yep.
The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
Aiba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you...
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse.
Yeah, it doesn't... How did she get
prove
here?
She was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course, a different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Yeah, but we came in.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate?
Unknown, but we should speak with the driver immediately.
Okay.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
What?
Yes.
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
Okay.
So...
Don't.
Are you ready, Paz? It's your favorite part.
Date, look! An antlion! Yay! Go, antlion!
What about Mayumi?
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Oh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Old hag?
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
Where are you from?
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
The British accent, yeah.
I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby.
Can you tell me what happened with Mayumi?
I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kawasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag. and as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. "Follow that van, hurry!" I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van, so I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up. "I have to buy something," she declared, then made her way into the 8.
After she purchased the chocolate.
Odoroki Man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Oto was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Oto was in the van the whole time.
We then
Okay.
arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kawasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow. But I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout.
Okay. God, I wish it wouldn't let make me
45
press
minutes
it.
Later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit.
Why'd
I
they
kept
go
considerable
back to
distance.
Bloom Park?
Come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman So Sajima.
Sajima? Why did the van go to So's house?
We need to speak with him immediately.
Agreed. Let's...
He's not gonna give us anything. He never gives us anything. Why would this be any different?
Indeed.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go inside.
Wait. We're not... Okay, we're not on the same timeline where we had the shootout here already. Okay.
You are aware.
Oh. There's something... Ugh.
What is...
This is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Is there something in...
Maybe.
The lid is...
Yeah.
Then...
Jesus Christ!
What the...
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it.
We did hear about this in another timeline. This is the timeline I got to after Mizuki's ending? Yeah. Cut into pieces.
That is the head of...
Left eye.
This is most like...
Do you have an estimated...
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
This is when I went, oh, he's the killer, to oh shit. I'm just confused.
About when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
Right. By the way, what? No bodyguard.
I do not know.
The Soha family?
So Sajima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son. Their son is currently living abroad.
So lived here...
Do you find that suspicious?
No.
Date,
Connect me.
Date, the sync machine is up and running. You can sync with...
Oh, thanks, but there are more pressing...
Did something happen?
Yeah. I found So Sajima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Sajima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your... Wait until crime scene...
No. There's some... If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday. And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Some kind of clue or information.
Then...
Yeah. We're gonna sync with Mayumi.
I'm lost. I thought I, like, had some grasp of what was going on. But now I'm lost again.
Date, a large-scale investigation of So Sajima has already begun. At this very moment, the media is already swarming outside the building.
Really? Doesn't matter. The sync is what's important. If we sink into Mayumi's brain, that might help us find the real culprit.
I understand. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then, let's begin.
I thought I knew what was happening, and now I have no idea again.
Where am I? Where?
Oh, silly me. This is my house. Huh? What happened to me?
This is Matsushita Diner, though it looks odd. Likely an effect of the dementia.
Then we need to help remind her.
Do you think such a thing...
This diner means if we do what we did last time and reproduce the actions from Mayumi's memories, we could help her remember everything.
Is this what you call your intuition?
Told you it was useful.
Well...
This Somnium is emotionally devastating. Great, just what we're in for.
Activate!
Please tell me this is a single branch. Yeah, this is a single branch. Gonna have a quick shower before bed.
Swing it. The sliding door.
Why?
The Welcome!
Why did you say it like that?
Oh, they're not a customer. The sliding door at the end.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Welcome.
Welcome back, Ota.
Home.
Are you not hungry? Today's dinner is omelet rice. Your favorite. Dad isn't back yet, but you can start eating.
Again? I'm okay. I ate already.
But,
I'm fine.
Ota, wait. Ota?
Part of the diner has.
Maybe this is... It must be...
It looks like
It
a.
doesn't matter if it's...
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
A swinging door that. Ota! 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 A girl? Is this for Ota?
Well, it's...
I tried my.
Let's invest...
Oh?
It's the phone.
Roger. What's that? I'm the 1 millionth caller? I've won a fantastic prize. I just have to give you my bank.
Stop, just...
The phone is ringing.
Yeah, that's definitely the right one.
My husband.
Yes, Matsushita Diner. Yes. Yes. What? My husband! Why? How could this happen?
I've already used way too much time. I don't think I can...
If this continues, will it not have a negative effect on Mayumi?
Maybe. We have to.
Understood.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry!
A delicious cake.
I wonder who it's for.
Congratulations.
I'm home.
Oh, congratulations on getting into the university, son! Congratulations!
Hooray!
Sad.
That's what makes it so important.
I see. It's an envelope. This is a bank statement. Let's forget it. Date,
True.
a loan statement.
Well, let's do our best.
Let's do our best.
We have to keep supporting Ota.
We'll work harder for Ota's dream.
That's true. Sometimes hard.
Is that...
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
It's a sticker from a child.
Welcome home.
It?
This is...
chocolate?
Do you mean
Yeah, Todoroki man. Oh, that. Look, the Momonoke man chocolate that you like. Here you go. That's not. Oh, hon, I thought you liked the Momonoke man chocolate. No, I told you. It's Todoroki man. Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes. I'll buy you a real Momonoke man. It's not Momonoke man. It's Todoroki man. I hate this.
Oh, it's just such a fucking spoiled little shit.
Ota! Kakaro!
How are they even supporting themselves?
Date, look at what you've done. If Mayumi wakes up after all this trauma,
I know it's risky.
what are you
We have to keep going.
But
If she loves her family this much, there has to be a precious memory hidden deep within.
is that...
It is.
a wall?
Welcome.
We've gone back in time.
Stop net.
It's a sticker from...
Date, 30
Welcome
seconds.
Do you mean...
Oh.
I don't know why it didn't let me back out of the menu.
a wall...
Advance time. That's so annoying when it's like a 50-50 chance like that. Of what's right and what's wrong. Don't tell us who's gonna die now.
Ota, sweetie. Mom.
Oh, this is gonna be the,
We know we can be a hassle sometimes, so... Ota.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom.
Oh, this is sad.
You know, I love you forever and ever. Me too, Ota. I love you both so much. I'll love you both no matter what. Oh, I'll never forget this.
Yeah!
Yes. Yeah.
Looks like it's okay to go back
I
now.
agree. By the way, Date.
Hmm?
I admit, it is useful every now and then.
What is?
Your intuition.
Upon researching, I have a fact fuck up. I have a way to possibly correct this without decay how good of an idea it is. In what way have you fucked up? You mean in Fire Red? Oh, are you supposed to like... You're supposed to catch the Nidoran earlier. Yeah. You could try to press forward. I'm sure there's Nidoran somewhere else up ahead.
Ota, I'm so sorry for worrying you.
What do you
You
mean?
can catch Snorlax.
Mother retracted her confession.
I'm so glad.
Yes.
But Mom, why did you think I did it?
About that.
Explained to Ota. On Sunday night, Mayumi was following the van driving Ota in the taxi. When the van was hijacked in the Famitsu parking lot, Mayumi was still at another convenience store nearby buying some chocolate. Because that she didn't see what happened. That's why Mayumi thought Ota was still in the van when it drove away, so she kept following it. Van drove all over Tokyo and eventually wound up at the warehouse district. The van was later found outside. Mayumi walked to the warehouse and discovered the grisly scene.
Polar bear plucking out Iris's left eye? I was so terribly frightened. I panicked and ran. I'm sure that's when I dropped the chocolate. And I ran away from the warehouse as fast as I could. I just kept running and running, but while I was running, I had a thought. Maybe that polar bear was Ota, because at the time, I thought Ota was the one driving the van. If Ota brought Iris to the warehouse, then Ota must have been the one in the suit.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
So that's why.
I'm so sorry that Mom doubted you, Ota.
No, I understand. It's my fault for making you worry.
Yeah, you might be able to solo the game with Snorlax once you get it. Just actually leveling up enough to get to the Snorlax.
But there's one thing I don't get.
Because you have to get the flute.
Oh,
You liked Todoroki Man chocolate when you were young, right, Ota?
Yeah. I was like the number 1 or 2 collector of the stickers in my elementary school class. I stuck some of my duplicates.
You and Mayumi have strong memories of that chocolate, right?
Yeah, but I guess they're not all. They're like chocolate, you know?
that's not it. I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate. It's Todoroki Man. Oh, well, I'll buy you a It's not.
After I yelled at her, Mom immediately went to buy me another chocolate. My dad came back from buying some ingredients at the same time, and they ran into each other. My dad really...
As he should.
You speak to your mother like that.
Because Mom is stupid.
You're stupid to call your mother stupid. Your mother bought you that to make you happy. You need to think about how she feels. I didn't raise you like that.
But
When she comes back, you apologize. Do you understand?
My dad told me to apologize as soon as Mom came back. But the guilt, I hurt my mother, you know? That guilt in my heart, it didn't go away. After that, but a few days later, my dad came up with an idea.
To get the apron.
Hey, Ota, you know Mother's Day. Why don't we get a gift for your mom?
That was the first time I had ever heard my dad say something like that.
You know how Mom always takes care of us. We should think of a way to pay her back.
So, on I used my New Year's money I saved up to buy my mom that flower knife. And my dad saved up a little money to buy the floral apron. And when Mom got her gifts,
oh, I don't. You do deserve it, Mom. I'm proud that you're my mom, right?
Oh, yes. Mom is the best mom in the world.
Thank you.
I don't... This doesn't tell us anything, though.
Say cheese.
I'm not trying to be an asshole, but like this... What does this tell us about the case?
Sorry, I lost track of time.
The Todoroki man chocolate. Why she bought the chocolate.
Tail it.
Mom,
It could be due to her memory disorder. It is possible that her thought process was once again short-circuited.
Ota, I'm just going out on a limb here.
huh?
Earlier I looked inside Mayumi's head.
Inside her...
She was thinking of nothing but you. Her head was full of memories of you. Mayumi just wanted you to come back, Ota, so she bought that chocolate. The chocolate you loved as a kid. She thought she could get you back home with it. That's why I believe in Mayumi's head. You're still young, Ota.
Huh?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, you're right. That's why my mom bought the chocolate. She wanted her little kid back.
It's a sweet scene, and I'm trying to like figure out how this connects. So what happens
I
now?
was always so selfish. I made my mom go... So from now on, I'll do anything. I'll work as hard as I can to make...
What about your...
Well, of course I'm not gonna give up on that. I'll start by writing a short story.
Let me read it when you're done.
Of course.
One last thing.
Oh,
Something
I heard the nurses talking before. Iris is away. Yeah, she's due to be transferred from the ICU to the general ward.
Thank God.
You saved her life, you know. Maybe.
Huh?
Nothing. See you, kid.
Yeah, I'll introduce you next time. She's a great girl.
She's not your girlfriend,
I'm
Ota.
looking forward to it.
She's not your girlfriend,
Is she
Ota.
going to be your financier? Oh, maybe I should clean up a bit first.
Financer? Oh, fiance.
Oh, yes! Yes, that's it.
Jeez, Mom.
Getting ahead of yourself a little there, aren't you? This seems like an ending point. This seems like there's going to be an end. Fairly
That's
soon.
it. There are still many loose ends in this investigation.
One second, I'll be right back. I gotta pee really bad, I'm sorry. Wait, I have a batshit theory. I have a 10 out of 10 not true theory that I want you to hear. Pause. So, what if the new Cyclops killer, right? I don't know how this relates back to the old case. I don't even know if it does still. But what if the new Cyclops killer is Iba, but evil? and like takes over people's brains. Because that would explain. Because that would explain how everybody's left eye has been taken out. And that Date is related to that somehow? I don't fucking know how yet.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like another all-nighter.
Is this an end? This feels like an end. This is not an end, okay.
Has there been any progress in this Jima investigation?
None.
Not exactly. We have 2 clues.
2?
2 points of information. But they may not connect.
What are the 2 clues?
Point 1. This may be easier to see than explain. I sent a video. Could you check there?
What's this?
It's from Sunday night.
Yes. After Date was beaten by Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
You witch!
There. Stop. I noticed this earlier as well. Do you see the walk on the floor beside Iris and Mayumi?
Yeah, what about it?
Look closely. The bottom part is curved.
Iris and Mayumi.
Yes. I have prepared an enlarged boss.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
I am so fucking
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
What? So Iris is the
Hey,
killer?
what's this?
Iris has the kitchen knife?
The video continues, but this should be enough. Iris took the knife and left the diner with Ota.
But if Ota's testimony is true, the polar bear had the kitchen knife.
Maybe it was taken off of Iris when she was kidnapped.
At the Famisto parking lot? Whatever, we can think about it later. You said you had 2 clues.
Yeah, what's the other?
I have learned new information. More thorough autopsy results of Renju's body have revealed something. An object in his intestines.
An ob?
A clump of organic matter. Because it was partially digested, it took significant time to analyze.
Well, what was it?
Shoko Nadami's eyeball.
What? And then we're just gonna end there. You know, my bad shit theory is sounding really, like, good. But at the same time, like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
What is this place?
So my idea is that the killer is Aiba, but not Aiba, like another AI like Aiba. And that explains why every person has had their eyeball missing. But I don't know how that fits in. Like, it's literally not Iba, but it's something, but it's like another AI like Iba. It's the only thing I can think of that makes any sense for multiple people being super fucking suspicious over and over again and everybody having their eyeballs taken out.
A door or...
Okay.
A crafting table. A crafting...
That's a big...
It must be...
Whoever's suspicious in one timeline is dead in the other. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense otherwise.
Found a crafting table.
It seems you can...
Make something else?
Is this a glitch? I'm not lying!
This appears to be enough... This appears... This appears...
That's just kind of what I'm saying. Like, it
Let's
doesn't
move on.
make any sense either way.
This...
Maybe I can make something, okay?
Another craft...
At least you don't have to do it.
That's humanity's... Save us from the oppression of tech. We should have all the material. Please, Date.
Only me.
Date.
I'm the only one.
Hey!
What?
I knew it.
I get what you're saying.
Date.
Oh, what's this?
Someone...
Observe?
Who is this?
Futoshi?
That is not my...
Futoshi?
Can I talk?
Definitely.
I heard that Futoshi left on a journey to Sri...
What? Really?
Someone's there. Excuse me. What the? Ah! That scared me. Why is there a monster in marble?
Hey, don't say that about Mama.
Oh, please.
Okay.
You're a material? There's a crafting table.
What is...
I see. You can take advantage of this glitch, Date.
But I don't know anything about guitars.
I said glitch, not Gretch.
I could do that?
This game is filled with bugs and programming errors. We can take advantage of that to reveal things not supposed to be seen.
I see.
Understood. We can use you.
Is it a glitch?
Oh,
How about that?
the numbers have changed.
What? Is it...
No, the pickaxe is level 255.
That's pretty extreme.
But with this glitched item, we may be able to destroy something we were not supposed to be able to. Something in the game world.
I'm gonna assume it's the shrine wall?
I see.
You're right.
Leave it to... The wall disappeared.
The iris is blue.
No, this is no miracle. Merely the result of the game's programming changing the iris from wilted to bloom.
That can't be.
Dante, what are you doing? What about the monument? What about fighting knives?
Tell her that we have the strongest pickaxe. We don't need that. Let's continue.
Wait! Dante! No! Don't abandon me!
Iva's footstep sound is very cute.
What's with this screen? Is it...
Gate.
Is this the...
Enter.
Let's go in.
We're back.
Hey.
Knives is close, Dante!
Iris!
Let's help Iris. Let's help her by freeing her from her world of delusion. Reveal the truth hiding inside her imagination, Date. A mirror door.
Destroy it?
Is this Iris when she was a child?
Iris.
No, you're wrong, Dante!
What?
Let's end this.
Yeah.
Leave me!
Destroy the core.
Iba, that thing there. Destroy it.
No, stop!
Understood.
Please, stop!
Iva's footstep sound is very cute. So is this just indicating that Iris was wrong about knives the entire time? That she had no idea what she was talking about? Yeah, she got the idea from an occult magazine.
Dante and Tessa were attacked at Golden...
No, not unknown. They were hired by Nizet Laws. I found out Nice's secret, and now they want me dead.
Dante, is this for real?
It's true that we were shot at by armed gunmen, but the nice part...
Let's think earlier, it didn't prove Iris' story, it only made me more skeptical. She believes that she's being targeted by Nice, but
Date, you don't believe me?
Iris, let me be honest. I think you're letting your imagination get the better of you.
It's not my imagination. Why don't you believe me? Date, you're just being stubborn. You're just a cynical old man who doesn't believe in anything.
Then you have to give me proof. If you can't show me proof, I can't believe you. Iris, seriously, you're imagining things.
Fine then. You're stupid to think I could trust you, Date. Bye.
well, okay. Do you believe any of this?
Date, you don't believe Tessa, right?
Right.
You don't believe Nizet laws exist?
No, I don't.
Then why was she almost kidnapped?
I don't know, but it might have something to do with Renju.
He was looking for Iris.
In any case, we don't know who's behind it, but we know she's in danger. Which is why I came here. I need you to hide Iris.
What?
I need to go somewhere.
To Hitomi's.
Yeah.
Where is Iris?
There's a room back there she kinda made her own. She's probably there.
She's certainly made. Has Iris been?
Yeah, Tessa's been here a few times.
Is there a
Well,
problem?
Yeah, if you make her mad, you make me mad.
Well, I guess you'll have to be mad then. She had to hear the truth. The cold, hard truth.
Even if that's true, you could have worded it nicer. You could have handled this better.
I think so as you are.
Hide Iris? I mean, I don't mind. Why here?
The organization that I'm in may have a traitor, so I can't take her to HQ. That, of course, means that I can't take her to my house either. So I thought this diner would be a good place. Her enemies wouldn't look for her here. If she's here with you guys, I know that she's safe.
Wait, you guys?
Yeah, I'm expecting one more. Any minute now.
Mizuki.
Mizuki?
Don't worry. I understand everything. I'll protect Iris.
Anyway, if they do manage to find her here, having Mizuki around should help, right?
Right.
Oh, just like
How strong she is.
Good luck, you two.
Thanks, Date.
I like how Mizuki has just never-ending confidence in Date because he asked for her help. It's so cute.
Date.
I'm sorry for coming so late. I need to talk to you about Iris.
What is it?
Iris said something to me that was very concerning. She said she's being targeted by an organization called Nizet Laws, and that she needs help. Does any of this sound familiar?
Signed up to tell her about the shooting at the Golden Yoka show. I didn't want her to worry.
I didn't intend to hide it from you. I just never found the right time. She's sick. Iris has a malignant brain tumor.
A brain tumor?
Is that why she?
Makes her say strange things sometimes.
Is that why she just randomly died in that bad ending?
I see. Her delirium could be a result of a brain tumor. It can also cause hallucinations and violent thoughts. It makes sense. Everything Iris said was likely a result of her condition.
Jesus Christ. How long has she been sick
We
for?
found out in January. She suddenly collapsed at school. She went to the hospital. They found a tumor. According to the doctor, surgery wouldn't help.
You mean?
Grade 4. Terminal. She
Jesus.
has a year to live. At most.
So she wasn't
That's what the
lying.
doctor told me. And if they were right, then she only has a few months left.
Because sometime real soon, I'm going to die.
Has Iris contacted you?
Yes. She said she was staying with a friend. She's with Mizuki, but it still bothers me. I'm so worried that I couldn't sleep.
Jesus Christ.
It's a brain tumor. It can cause a number of side effects, nausea and dizziness.
Yeah, her
Sometimes
random
her arms and
collapsing
legs go
just made sense. Yeah, and slowly these little moments make sense now.
Sometimes she can't control her body temp.
No, but I am kind of warm.
What? That was all caused by her brain tumor?
Does Iris know?
I didn't tell her the specific. I'm sure she knows.
Is there any way to save her?
Ordinary treatments won't work, but there is one way to save her life.
Which is?
Date.
Sorry.
Date, I'm sorry.
What? What happened?
Iris, she's gone. She disappeared. I only took my eyes off her for a second.
What? Where did she go?
I don't know. That's why I'm calling you. But she left a note on the table. Ota sent you a picture. Did you get it?
I have it now.
I'm going with the person I trust most. Please don't worry about me.
Iris.
I have tried calling. I cannot connect. It is.
Damn. Mizuki, let's split up and find her. Let Ota know too.
Got it.
Did something happen? What?
Iris said that she was going with somebody, with the person she trusts most. Any idea who that might be?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go look for her.
I'll go too.
No, please, stay here. She might come home.
But...
It's all right. I'll find her. Trust me.
Okay.
God.
Date. The person in Iris. Who do you think?
Uncle?
I see. The man Hitomi was dating 6 years ago.
He was a thoughtful,
But Iris said that she was. What are the odds? I don't think that.
It's gotta be Renju then?
I think so. Remember what Iris said?
I look up to him. He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
This is why I said each timeline's different, but there's small details that connect, yeah.
He was looking.
And Iris went looking for him.
Exactly.
Everyone at HQ is looking for him too. Not to mention he's on the run with number 89. And even with all of that, we haven't found him. We don't even have any leads.
If we only had some clues to work with.
Yeah, but all those things consistent throughout the timelines, though?
We wouldn't be in this mess.
Are you giving up? Iris might be with number 89 at this very moment. We need to find her immediately. Now think, Date. Where would Renju go?
Lemniscate?
I got a call from Miss. She went to Lemniscate.
Sunfish Pocket?
Ota already searched. It's open for. Iris was not. I didn't ask about Renju.
His house?
Renju's house is currently. If he went back.
Then the Sagan household?
It's true that they've known, but when we went.
The cold storage warehouse?
The cold storage warehouse. Maybe he's there.
Remember, Shoko's death was the base of the timelines, also Iris collapsed there. And they never did find her eye. Yeah, so Renju ate the eyeball in all of the timelines?
There is no one here.
Damn. Let's go,
Wait.
What's wrong? Is there someone here?
No living or.
Then,
No living.
you mean...
Let's search the air. We might be able to find something. Date. It hasn't been in use for.
There's a body inside the fuck.
No.
Iris. Iris.
Damn it. So this is the parallel world where he found Iris's body.
Have you settled down? The scene is being inspected without you. This time the body... However, you lost consciousness. I didn't expect you to faint. Seeing that corpse must have been incredibly shocking. I did not predict you to be the fainting type. I suppose humans are unpredictable. Now that you're back, you are conscious. Date, don't let negative thoughts consume you. Thinking that Iris died because of me. If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have happened. If you truly believe that, then your brain is completely rotten. Or perhaps when you saw the corpse, your head became filled with images of blooming yellow dandelions.
What?
Oh, you're talking. Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary school student would understand. Fine. Allow me to pluck some of... I will ask... First question.
Okay.
The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation.
Yeah, that's true.
But even so, the AC was on, and a minus 58-degree temperature was maintained. Why is that?
Because it was actually still being used? To preserve something?
To preserve something.
Yes. Let us move on to the next question.
Okay.
Second question. There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was?
As a matter of fact, I don't remember what that was. Give me a second, chat. It was completely frozen.
Iris's body was completely frozen. The temperature read negative 58. With Iris's weight, Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh? It should have taken about 18 hours to freeze solid. But we were...
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me to ask my final question. Question 3. 2 days ago, Sunday night, you found a dead body in the cold storage warehouse. But afterward, you visited the Sagan household and discovered that Iris was in fact still alive. Why?
Because Iris wasn't alive? Because Iris is actually dead.
I see. I understand now. Maybe we're thinking about this all wrong. Iris isn't alive. She's dead. I saw the ghost of Iris.
Mr. Date, it's...
That's the only thing that makes sense. The corpse was a hallucination, then?
What I saw on Sunday was a dream.
No, Doc, you're overuse, but Iris Witch and...
You mean that the Iris that we saw was an imposter? Or the corpse is an imposter. The corpse isn't actually Iris. We can verify that the corpse isn't Iris because of the brain tumor.
I don't believe it.
The stomach is swollen slightly. She appears to have been pregnant.
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
You mean after she was killed?
No. The fetus was not present in her body when she was killed. She must have been killed after giving birth. The distended stomach does not immediately shrink after birth. The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal size. This evidence makes one thing.
This corpse, it's someone else.
Which means...
Iris is...
Not necessarily. We haven't confirmed. Multiple stab wounds with a single-edged, sharp object
So...
to the back. Judging by the
so...
size and shape of the marks, the weapon was most likely a kitchen knife.
So the corpse that we saw in Somnium and the corpse that we saw in the warehouse were both real, but it wasn't Iris. We were just... Date just thought it was Iris.
This matches what you said on Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then. Is there an estimated time of death?
Impossible to determine.
Because of the
This
freezing.
body has been completely frozen for at least 10 years.
10 years?
10 years? She was killed more than 10 years ago?
Exactly. Her identity is unknown. Her killer is also unknown. But there is one likely suspect.
Who?
Let's consider the clue. The scene. Oh. Sunday night, we saw So here. And there is something else about So Sajima. We witnessed someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly in So's Somnium.
So it's So killed this girl.
That is highly likely.
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10 years ago.
I believe that is the case.
Then why was it Iris that he was seeing in Somnium?
Iba.
Unknown.
Renju and...
But we still do not know where Renju is.
That means that we need to talk to...
So Sajima.
He's not going to give us anything. And then are we going to find his corpse in the vase again?
thought I'd never to show.
I didn't come here for Shoko today. I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
Date.
I knew it. You killed her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've had enough of your shit, Congressman! You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago. Where is Ren? You know where he is, don't you? You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for a reason. There's definitely a connection between you two. And that's not all. Number 89 called your secretary. The same number 89 that Renju escaped with. Now tell me, where is Renju?
Is there enough here to arrest him?
We'd like to ask...
Damn it, Sub!
There's nothing we can do. We did arrive without a warrant. We were technically If he had called the police, we would have been Who would look after Iris? Do you intend to leave your... Calm down. We still have our... Before I explain...
How is this not enough?
The corpse in the cold storage warehouse. Let's get her in. Because she is frozen solid, we could call her All Ice or Alice. What do you think?
That's a 999 reference. That's a reference to 999.
Alright guys, welcome back.
It's too much for me to look up right now. I can't look it up right now. The pun was too much bullshit. No, it's a reference to 999.
Alice and Iris. I believe it fits nicely.
All right, Alice. What about her?
Someone might be able to identify her.
Who?
Allow me to ask...
Again?
First question. You have seen this corpse 3 times. When was the...
The first time was in Mizuki's Somnium, which would have been Saturday night?
3 days ago. Saturday night when I synced at Abyss.
Yes. In the Somnium world. We saw the frozen corpse of a girl. Question 2. Who is the girl?
It's Alice, not Iris.
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Most likely. So we have technically known Alice for 3 days. One last... The final question. In which Somnium?
Mizuki's.
My roommate.
Exactly. You mentioned something about Mizuki's Somnium being some kind of prophecy, but prophecies are nonsense. Dreams are not made of the future. They are made from the past. Therefore...
Mizuki has seen Alice before.
There is no other explanation.
Aiba, where is Mizuki now?
Where we went with Iris yesterday. Ikume Shrine.
The shrine?
She is supposed to be...
Okay.
No, it's a reference. It is in fact a reference.
Date.
Did you find Iris?
If I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
What are you doing here?
Iris used to like this shrine. She told me about all her memories here. We used to come here all the time. You know those steps in the front? We would sit there together and talk about things. Like what gluten-free means, and eyelash extensions, and aerial yoga. And we would talk about all our problems together. Sometimes we would talk late into the night. So I thought that maybe she'd be here. But it looks like I was wrong.
Alright, so... You know where Ota is?
I think he's searching Akihabara right now. Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything.
You know where Renju
I
is?
think Iris is with Renju.
With Death.
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person. It's probably Renju.
Yeah, I remember that mermaid girl saying something like that.
He was looking for Iris.
Does that mean that Daddy is the one who called for Iris?
It could be. So I need to know where he is.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Mizuki. You've seen her before, haven't you? 3 days ago, I saw her in your Somnium. The body of a girl who looks like Iris, Alice. Your dreams are built from your memories. So that corpse... Mizuki, please, answer me. Iris's life is at stake.
Huh? What do you mean?
How Renju ran off with the assassin 89. How 89 is connected to Sojima. And Sojima is linked to Alice's murder.
I need to know everything about Alice. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and number 89. And that might lead me to Iris.
Mizuki looked down at her feet quietly. You can see agony on her face. The silence lingered. Finally, she steeled herself, lifted her head and spoke.
Okay, I'll tell you about Alice.
I'm assuming that's not her real name, for starters, obviously.
It was about a month ago. I saw my daddy crying in the president's office at Lemniscape. I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see me. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I had never seen him like that before. I was curious, so I followed him in a taxi. That led me to the cold storage warehouse. He got out of his car and went inside. I followed right behind him, quietly. Daddy was standing next to the forklift in the back. I hid behind a shelf. I I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift, and then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift and I looked under the hood myself. And then...
You saw Alice's dead body.
But at the time, I thought it was Iris.
Okay. What did you do after that?
The corpse looked exactly like... I couldn't believe she was dead, so I went to Iris's house. Huh? What's wrong, Mizuki? Iris was alive. I thought I was going crazy or dreaming. I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination.
Did you talk to Renju about it?
What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything. I thought that as long as I didn't see a dead body, I repeated that to myself over.
Repressed memories are often...
That's why Alice showed up during the sink.
Yeah. Is there a reason you didn't call the
What was I
police?
supposed to do? Daddy would have been in trouble.
So you kept quiet this whole time?
Yeah. I actually met with one of the higher-ups at Daddy's company last night, before I went to Matsushita Diner.
Why?
Because you asked about the cold storage. I was curious. I asked around some, and I found out that Daddy was managing the warehouse before I was born. After my grandpa died, Daddy took over. In exchange for managing the warehouse, he gave ownership of the company to someone else. I guess he didn't want to let this place go. Or maybe he couldn't let it go. That's more accurate, I think, but I understand why. Inside that warehouse was...
Alice.
Okay.
On paper, Daddy has nothing to do with Okiura Fishery. Daddy was still managing the warehouse. And he was the only one allowed in there, too. That was part of the agreement when he gave up the company. And the whole thing had to be a secret. He really stressed that point.
How long is he managing the warehouse?
Hey, Mizuki, how long was he managing the warehouse?
For 18 years, that's what the man told me.
18 years? From that long ago?
Yes.
Iba, I need an emergency search. Missing persons from 18 years ago.
Understood.
Huh?
Date, I found her. The girl who looks like Iris.
What's her name?
Monica Iwai. 19 years old at the time of her disappearance. A graduate of Eitoku High School.
What?
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
So he killed one of his
When I was
classmates?
young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
Oh shit, it was Hitomi's best friend?
Alice's... Monica. Hitomi's friend who went to the same school as her and Renju. But why? Monica's body was found just now, but even back then, Hitomi knew. She knew that Monica was already dead. Iba, where is Hitomi right?
At headquarters for MPD still believes that the body they discovered was Iris.
Got it. Contact boss.
Roger that.
Are we gonna have to sync with her?
You saw the corpse of your daughter today. You were called into the station to confirm her identity. And yet here you are, even though you lost your precious daughter. Shall I guess why?
Her name is... She was 19. Monica...
Because she knows.
That body isn't Iris, and you know it.
Are you serious?
Yes. Her name is Monica Iwai. She was killed when she was 19. She went to the same high school as you, and she was your best friend. Isn't that right? Nothing to say for yourself? Hiding something? Maybe you killed her with Renju.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, now you're talking. But we know Renju committed a crime, illegally disposing of a body, and we can prove it.
Because of where she was found. She was found in the warehouse that he was
Cold
managing
storage
off
warehouse
paper,
where
off the
body was
books.
found. It's been managed by Renju Okiura for almost 2 decades now.
Your Hitomi's outfit does look very
Witness
comfy.
testimony proves that he knew about the corpse there. And if I'm not mistaken, you knew about the... You and Renju have been close since high school. It's not too much of a stretch to think that he told you about the body. And I remember you...
When I was young, Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
How did you know that she was dead?
I didn't.
Don't play dumb. I know you're hiding something. You know what happened 18 years ago, and you knew she was pregnant. You were her best friend. Of course you would have known. Tell me. Tell me everything.
Date, she's not going to talk. Sync with her.
Okay.
Date,
I can't promise you that, Pewter.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not coming back until I find something.
Date, you can't.
Why not?
You know why.
Because it will take over my consciousness?
Yes.
But if it's only a little...
No, not even a little. If the sync passes the critical point, the damage will be irreparable.
But what does that mean?
Are you two hiding something?
I'm not hiding anything.
Then let's try it. Then we'll know for sure.
Fine. I'll just say it.
Yeah?
Pewter, tell him.
Me?
You know more about...
Okay.
Ask Pewter. He knows more about it.
Well, first off, 6 minutes is not a hard limit. It could be 7, or even 8.
I don't care about the exact time. I'm asking what happens if you go beyond the limit.
Do you remember the story I told you about the egg?
Yeah, what?
If you imagine an egg as your consciousness, the yolk is what goes into the subject's brain. The white... If you go beyond the limit, your yolk will not be able to return to its shell.
Because the subject's mind will start to take over the sinker's consciousness, right? I know that part all...
Indeed. After the yolk is devoured, the egg white is brought through the machine next.
Huh?
And there's more. It's not just the sinker's brain. The same process eventually occurs in the subject's as well. In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
I need a minute with this information. I need a minute. I don't know how to properly process this information. So you're telling me that if we stay synced for long enough, there's some body switching shenanigans that goes on? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit, this explains so much! The other machine that we found with Iris? The killer was using that to body swap with people. What the fuck? And he was inside Shoko's body up until the murder, but who did he switched to? He switched to Renju? So the real killers is inside Renju's body, and Renju's consciousness was inside Shoko's dead body?
human brain has what can be understood as a memory limit. One brain can only hold one consciousness, and it can only contain one person's memories.
What?
Now you know everything.
What?
Talk to the boss.
I was unaware of this. This information is...
We had to prevent the possibility that the system could be exploited.
Exploited?
Even if it wasn't you, someone else might try. We didn't tell any Syncers this, including you. Project Sync is a top-secret project. It's a matter of national security. Even Syncers are on a need-to-know basis. Think about it. What if you were kidnapped by bad people who tried to make you talk?
Bad people?
A criminal organization, spies from another country. Those people.
Please tell me you'll eventually,
If you
maybe.
blabbed about Project Sync, the entire country might be at risk. You heard it from Pewter. The Sync machine isn't just for entering a person's Somnium. It can also be used to swap bodies between two people. Imagine what this machine would be used for in the wrong hands. That's why I didn't tell you. We can't let this secret get out.
Swapping bodies between two people? Trade mine?
Oh, so.
I'm fine. Start it.
Understood.
I heard you learn something.
Are you okay?
Okay, so let's recap a fucking minute. Let's recap for a fucking minute. So, here... So, in the locked area... The killer was in So's body. And then mind swapped with Boss. And then Boss shot So the killer is... So in the true ending arc that we know is going to be the true ending eventually, Boss is the killer. Well, Boss is dead because Boss is in So's mind. But who was the polar bear? So I'm trying to follow the events. So was the original one who had the killer's consciousness in her body. Then the killer got to Renju and swapped his consciousness with his wife's. That would explain why his wife was so fucking cruel to Mayumi? Because it wasn't her? Because it was the killer? Because it was the Cyclops killer?
God?
I am the god of fire. I burn erotic books with my flames of red-hot anger.
What?
Ow!
Are you okay?
That hurt.
I'll let you read this porno mag if it'll make you feel better.
I will burn it.
Somnium scan. Activate.
So I understand that the killer was in... The killer is still in Renju's body at this point?
It disappeared.
No, wait.
I learned about the body swapping. I was like, everything else makes sense.
A flower bud. Worship.
Yeah.
I will pray to it as though I am mourning the dead.
So he grabbed 89.
It bloomed a little?
89 probably knows what's going on.
Nothing happening.
A rock. But it's a rock.
Gods live in the rock.
Or rather,
Just try it.
if you insist.
How was it? You've cleared your head, right?
Yes. I now feel a sense of emptiness.
Guess it was a waste of time.
I do not want...
Hole in tree 1.
A hole in a tree. I may be able to...
Stick hand in?
I am not going to be... Whoa! I fell.
It's dark.
What? That voice...
Find out where that voice...
Left, Date.
A lot of things are making sense. I maybe squealed about all of the spoilers to Slab. Just a little. Also, now Slab gets to watch me try to figure it out. I barely understood anyway. I don't understand what's going on and I'm playing the game.
A hole in the tree.
Tackle?
Understood.
Hey look, there's a photo.
This is a picture of Hitomi.
They even asked me at one point, did he get the part about the body? Did he get to the part about the body swapping? And you're like, he's just about to. If you want to see him lose his mind, come into his stream and see Figleaf lose his fucking mind. Okay, I guess I keep going straight, because I want...
4 minutes.
Renju's here.
Renju?
Show picture.
Renju, look at this. Wait!
Renju!
At that point you just go, okay, this body swapping, yeah, now just throw that in. I thought this was a fairly simple murder plot. And nope, nope, nope. It just went like...
What is this hole?
Yeah.
Wouldn't this game impression of fairly simple? It was a murder mystery game. Of like, I thought that like the mystery was gonna be fairly simple. Even though you're correct. You want to dream to solve murders with your eyeball. Shush you.
Another hole.
Those are pretty big.
Scream?
Hitomi! Date likes Hitomi!
Hey, what are you trying to say? Hitomi won't remember this sink, but still.
Hitomi's.
This Somnium sucks, by the way. Like, I don't know where I'm going.
That's Hitomi.
I'm missing something. Because I can't shake her... I can't show her the picture.
A hole in a...
I'm gonna try sticking my hand in the tree.
Won't get sucked in. Hmm? A cord bracelet has...
Might be.
Okay, so we gotta show the cord bracelet to Hitomi. That's pretty...
2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
That's pretty easy.
That's Hitomi.
Show the bracelet to Hitomi.
Do you remember this? Wait!
Follow her.
On it!
So I'm gonna assume we have to do the same thing we do with Renju and jump in the hole.
A large hole. If there is nothing left... Date, I see.
Can you feel your...
I can try...
You have 1 minute left.
Cluster... Okay.
I like her as...
Dig up the flower?
Let's do it. What? Another...
I guess we jump in the hole
A
again.
large hole.
Sure.
We've come this far.
Did I just, like, figure my way around the Somnium completely by accident? I fucking did. I completely found my way through the Somnium by complete accident. Oh, God. I was just choosing shit. I didn't know what I was doing. And it just seemed like everything I chose was correct. Okay, so they found her body and brought it to the cold storage. So they didn't kill her, but they found where she
We
died?
were close. You, Monica, and Renju. Monica was murdered. You and Renju found the body in the mountains, and you brought it back to the cold storage warehouse.
Why?
My guess is so Sejima killed Monica. I've seen inside his head before, using this machine.
I see. If you know that much, then there's no point in hiding it anymore. I'll tell you the truth.
She's gonna say that she killed her friend. Something, like, completely off the wall like that. Because how much worse can this game get? But off the wall 12th hour reveals. I was gonna stop at midnight, but I don't think I am. If you need to... Some music from the title screen, oh shit. Yeah, this is probably gonna be the last piece that we need to do the final route. Pause, if you need to go to bed, you can go to bed. I will probably continue playing this. It's fine if you go to bed, you can watch the VODs.
Wait, you're going to see So?
Yes. I want to talk to him in person.
No, you can't.
Is So the
Why not?
father?
Are you worried about my body? You don't have to worry about that. I'm totally fine.
No, you're fine. You're fine,
Your
pause.
stomach is still... Oh, my doctor told me that's normal.
Is she like trying to sleep after laughing my
Your
ass
stomach
off?
doesn't go down right away after giving birth.
I'm not worried about your body. I don't know how to explain it. So doesn't care about you. And especially not your child.
I haven't told him about giving birth.
Wait, wait, wait,
contacted me
wait,
for the first
wait,
time in a
wait,
while.
wait, 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 hold on, hold on. Hold the fucking phone. Iris was not Hitomi's biological daughter? Well,
So that's why.
He wants to know about the baby.
He must be panicking.
Iris's mother,
Anyone ever
actual
finds out his
mother.
mistress had his baby, his political career would be over.
It's not
Oh
like
my-
it was an affair. His wife passed away after giving birth to his son, right?
It'd
So's
still be a big scandal.
Iris's
He
father.
impregnated a girl who just graduated high school. Don't you see how that looks? He knew how the public would take it. That's why he gave you the money to deal with it. There's no way he'll accept that child.
It's okay. I told him that I won't cause any trouble. But could you take care of the baby? Just for a little bit? I'll be right back.
And she never came back.
Fine. But take this with you, just in case. It's a GPS transmitter. Just to be extra safe.
I really don't think I'll need it. But okay, if it'll make you feel better.
So her birth mother.
Monica saw in So. She said he was kind and loyal, that he wanted to change Japan, but I didn't understand any of it.
I know that's the reveal they're going
to
to.
break up with him so many times. She never listened.
I know that's the reveal that they're going to. It's just too convenient.
Next, you already know.
Too convenient.
I saw it happen, so I don't know how much of this is accurate, but we could guess what happened.
Jesus Christ. It was number 89 who killed her.
So contacted his friend, the chairman of the Kumakuras. He asked him to dispose of the body and left the scene with the culprit.
The incident was 18 years ago. That means the chairman was Rohan, not Moma.
Rohan went to the scene?
Yes.
But her killer.
Tate, you said that Monica was killed by So, right? But that's not true. Monica was killed by Saito Sejima, the son of So and his late wife. Saito was 12 at the time.
12?
Yes.
But why would a little boy do that?
I can't.
That doesn't make any sense.
Renju told me.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras. Renju had connections with them.
How did the Kumakuras know?
So told them.
What's so saying to Monica?
He told her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for everything. Again, neither Renju or I saw this. We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her cell, but it didn't connect. But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
The GPS Renju gave to Monica?
Yes. At first, we thought she was on her way home.
18 years
We
ago.
saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided to follow it.
What about the baby?
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
Then that's when they went and found her corpse.
Those are Kumakura men.
We didn't dare move. We couldn't speak. We were barely breathing. I knew what the hole was for, but I couldn't move. I remember my heart beating so fast before long.
We good here?
Yeah, cover her.
Just a minute.
The Kumakura people covered Monica's body, then left. Renju and I ran over and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What? Monica! Monica! We need to call the police.
No, we can't. Not yet.
Why not?
You don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden. I've seen it happen myself. I know what they're capable of. Anyway, think about it. Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble. Monica's stomach was still pretty big. I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too. And then, they'd come for us. They'd make it look like we disappeared. All of us would be gone.
Renju convinced me. He knew more about the dirty underbelly of society than anyone. He knew when something couldn't be handled by the police. He said that they would do anything to kill the child. And I believed him. We had to protect Monika's baby. We had to. No matter what.
Okay. I understand.
And that's why she said she got pregnant at 19.
We couldn't leave Monika's body in the forest. We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage warehouse.
This warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it, but it's not in use right now. They're moving operations to a better area. They're actually looking for buyers right now. But don't worry, I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course. I'll give you a key. You can come visit anytime you want to see Monika.
What the fuck? That's still like so fucked up. This is so fucked up.
Monika, don't worry about the baby. I'll protect her, no matter what. And don't worry about them, either. The people who did this to you, I will never forgive them. I'm sorry, Monika. I'm sorry.
Did you get the birth certificate?
My doctor took care of everything. I have the birth certificate, and I even picked up a mother and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it. Just submit the birth certificate, and everything will be taken care of. You look worried.
I feel like I'm somehow betraying Monika. She was the one who gave birth.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that, because a war is about to begin.
A war?
Between you and the baby. You won't get a good night's sleep for a long time. You might even start to resent Monika for all this.
Really?
Anyway, as soon as you submit the certificate, you will officially be her mother. Be sure to raise her responsibly. I'll help. Occasionally.
Occasionally.
What should we name
I
her?
was thinking about her name. How about Iris?
See, I fucking told you!
The goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology, and the colored part of your eye.
And the flower, too.
Right.
I thought it might have something to do with Hitomi.
I knew that's what they were leading to.
Monika's name. The kanji for Monika uses the character for love, and Monika reminds me of Manako, Japanese for eye.
So both names have something to do with the eye.
And eye, which means love, will always be a part of Iris.
So that's how you came up with the name?
Don't you think it's nice?
Iris. Yeah, I really like it.
So that also explains why Renju was so enthralled with her immediately.
I don't really want to discuss this, but there's something you need to know. After talking to the Kumakura gang, I found out who killed Monika. So's son, Saito Sejima.
How? Saito was only
12 years old.
Why? Why would a little boy do that?
I don't know the motive, but I know it's true. So used his connections with the Kumakuras to cover up for his son. And all of the evidence of this scandal, of course.
I'll never forgive them. So, his son, or the Kumakuras.
I feel the same way, but you can't think about revenge now. You and the baby can't lead a life like that. Just bear with it for now. The opportunity will come, so wait until the right moment. Okay?
And so my life with Iris began. Raising a child was much harder than I expected. Waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed her, Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her lullabies to put her to sleep, and I always needed to put her to bed so carefully. It would only take 10 seconds before she'd start crying again, so I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby, then put her back to bed. After doing this over and over, before I knew it, The morning sun would creep in through the windows, but even with all that, I cherished every single day. My hatred for those responsible never went away, but my hands were full. Raising Iris, I devoted myself to her. I never thought about anything else. Eventually, my desire for revenge just faded away.
Mommy, I won race today. Is Mommy proud of me? Mommy, I want to see Milky Moon again. Mommy, you are so good at dancing. Mommy, pancakes are done. Sorry, I burned it a little. Mommy, why can't I dance at the stores? I can't help it. My body dances on its own. Mommy, don't more people come to barbecues? How come it's always you and me? Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to get better? I want to dance again with everybody. Hey, Mommy! Do you like my shirt? Look, we're matching! Mommy, thank you for everything! I love you more than anything in the whole wide world!
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Mommy, look! I drew it!
The Okonomiyaki War, huh?
That was so fun!
The food or the food fight?
Both!
I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweetie. It took forever to clean.
But Uncle said he wants to do it again, too! Hey, Mommy.
Yes?
Are you gonna marry him?
What are you talking about?
As long as it's Uncle, I'm all for it! I say go!
I would always question myself. Could I keep living a lie? I had promised Monica that I would avenge her, but I couldn't work up the courage. And maybe Renju was exaggerated, but there's no statute of limitations for murder in Japan. If we showed Monica's body to the police, So would be punished by the law, and the Tsujima's and Kumakura's crimes would be uncovered. But that would mean Iris's secret would be uncovered as well. That's what I was really worried about. I didn't want Iris to know that So was her father. And even more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not her real mother. That's the real reason I've been silent for 18 years. I didn't want to lose Iris, but fate can be cruel. God used other means to take Iris from me. In January, it was caused by a There's nothing we can do. But what I didn't tell you is that there was an experimental new treatment.
Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer.
Nanomachines could remove the tumor, but the procedure would be so expensive. With my salary, it wasn't something I could afford. I thought hard about it, about how I could get my hands on that kind of money, but I couldn't think of a solution. Time passed. Before I knew it, it was November. Iris's symptoms worsened. Her time was running out. I was starting to panic. I couldn't sit here in any case, so I thought of a plan to blackmail So Tsujima. Two days ago, on Saturday night, I called So and invited him to come to the warehouse. He agreed to come. After I hinted at what happened 18 years ago, I had prepared everything. When he finally... He walked over to the workbench where I had laid Monica's body. He lifted the cloth. He whimpered and stumbled back. Even he was fazed. Seeing a body he thought he got rid of 18 years ago. Not to mention it was the body of a woman he was in a relationship with. A woman his own son killed. He reacted I had prepared a recording and sent it to his phone.
I know what happened 18 years ago. Everything. I know who did it, and I know she had a baby inside her. You can probably probably guess what I'm going to say next. Be prepared to pay for my silence. I will tell you the exact amount later. And don't tell anyone about this. Not Saito. Not the Kumakuras. If you do anything even remotely suspect, I will go to the press with the truth. Understand?
I told him to keep quiet and cut ties with the Kumakuras.
So that's why...
Even if he found out who I was, without the Kumakura gang, he had no power over me.
So that's why he
There's
was
no
there.
way he'd risk his political career, not to go after me. I saw So put his phone back into his pocket and run out of the warehouse. I came out of my hiding place to put Monika's body back, but then... I saw you, Date. I hid behind the forklift before you saw me, and when you were done looking around...
It can't be. Iris.
That explains, like, everything. I'm still, like... I'm still flabbergasted about Hitomi and Ryoma doing this.
Iris is not Hitomi's daughter. But Iris's father is Sosajima. Her mother, Monika Iwai, was killed 18 years ago by So's son, Saito. However, Hitomi raised Iris since she was a baby. Hitomi showed unwavering love and compassion just as much as her biological mother would have, if not more. Iris's tumor was discovered in January of this year. The only possible treatment was experimental nanotechnology. However, Hitomi devised a plan to... The best way to establish the blackmail was to show him proof directly. That is why Hitomi created the scene with the corpse. She was the one who called So to the warehouse.
Okay. Yeah, no, I understand what I just saw.
What Date saw was what Hitomi had prepared for So. That is the summary of what we have learned so far. But there are some things I have yet to understand. Date, pull it... Date, snap out of it!
Heard I have a call from you and came too. I'm just like... Why did Rohan remove Monika's eye?
I'm sorry, I have no...
Did you tell Renju about blackmailing So?
All of this was my idea.
So continuing Sunday's events...
Probably don't have to ask, but let me just be sure. After I left the warehouse, what did you do?
I put Monika's body back onto the hood of the forklift. Then, I left.
Makes sense.
That's why the police didn't see the body when they arrived on the scene. It makes perfect sense now that I have the facts. Iris did not resurrect. You simply mistook Monika for Iris.
Of course, she was the same age as her mom, so like, Mom was when she died, so of course she looks almost exactly like her mother.
The body did not disappear. Hitomi moved it. Those were the events at the Simple. There are still a few loose ends. However, none of this ties directly back to Shoko Nadami. Her murder was just 4 days ago. Is it connected, or are these two separate cases?
If there is a connection, it would be with Renju and So. We can think about it later. More important.
I'm convinced...
Wait. Where are you going?
To look for Iris, of course.
But you have no idea where she is, right?
Do you know something?
Yes.
Do you know where Iris is?
Around 4 o'clock today. I don't know who it was.
What did they say?
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies. That's why I didn't...
Renju.
We don't know that for certain. It could be.
Either way, Iris is in danger right...
Alright, so what's the rest?
The voice asked for something else. He told me to go to a specified location with you.
With me?
Yes.
The culprit? No, it must be Renju. What location?
The cold storage warehouse.
I'm sorry, but this stops now.
Date. Run!
Boss!
Please, do not worry. I merely put her to sleep.
What are you doing?
My orders! They told us to halt our investigation. The boss was already going against orders as it is, which is why...
Investigation? Shoko or Iris?
Neither. The investigation of Monika's murder.
Monica? But her case is all but completely solved.
Yes? If we say nothing, then her investigation is ongoing.
So Tsujima so threatened us, didn't he?
I don't know. But you've been stripped of your authority on this investigation as of 5 minutes ago. In fact, you are to be placed under house arrest.
What?
What will you do, Date? I suggest you comply.
Aiba, can you turn the power off?
Easy.
Alright, get ready. 3, 2, 1.
Good job, Date.
Now tell me, where is the location?
The
I
cold...
can't tell you.
Why not?
If I told you, you'd go alone, wouldn't you? But if I don't go with you...
Alright.
It's the cold storage warehouse. In your professional opinion, can we salvage a dating sim from all of this? No. It's the abandoned factory where the other... Yeah, it's the abandoned factory where the other sync machine is.
That closed 8 years ago.
How did I know that? The corners of my mind were aching.
Date, I'm sorry. This is going to be bad.
What happened?
Someone has begun to access my stored memory. They have everything I have accumulated over the last 5 years, including backups.
Pewter. Is Pewter doing this?
Almost definitely. He does have admin rights. I summoned some ice, but that will only buy time. I have 4 hours at the most. After my ice is broken, Pewter will be able to access Watch It, my core program.
Like to take Date's face and voice and put them in the kinder version of the dating sim, yeah.
Why?
It must be related to the orders they are receiving from the top. The higher-ups clearly see you as a threat, Date. They are attempting to limit your power by removing you from the equation. I suppose they meant most of finding Iris. Yes, we will see.
Oh god, we have to get...
Nothing.
All right. Now you know. I'm counting on...
You wait.
Okay.
Then we're gonna find Renju dead.
Renju?
Yep. This is an end. The case remains unsolved. Yep. Just fucking end it right there? Or that's the true ending? Do all the ends connect? No. Okay, so this is the timeline in which Boss is the killer. In this timeline, the killer's consciousness went from Saki to Renju to So, and now is within boss's mind, from what I know right now.
That is
Sosajima.
That's Sosajima with boss's mind inside of him.
Why?
Being murdered.
Why? Boss? What's going on here? Why did Boss kill So?
Boss's alibi for Shoko's murder.
Shoko was killed around... What was Boss?
unknown.
Boss's alibi for Renju's murder.
What about Set?
The time Renju was similarly.
Boss's alibi for Iris and Ota's murder. Oh, and also Iris and Ota are dead
Ota were killed at
in
different
this
times.
in this timeline. Yeah, so to make it even better. Iris and Ota were murdered with the ice machine maker.
I was watching the stream on the call with Boss.
Only the first few minutes. The polar bear had not yet appeared on stream. It is possible that
Where was Boss? Check her cell.
she did not. She using a VPN service. She could have accessed her Abyss PC from the warehouse and made the call.
Boss is the new Cyclops killer? Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, So. Boss killed them all?
The evidence makes that a likely possibility. So also identical to Shoko. Date, I know I have picked.
Where?
She is at the somewhere in.
What? Hitomi! Iva, call Boss's phone.
On it. The boss.
Oh shit.
Kaname Date, you were under arrest for murder.
What the hell?
Drop your weapon. Comply!
Boss?
The hell are you doing?
I could ask you the same thing. You killed Shoko Nadami, didn't you?
That's ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Don't lie. Are you kidding me?
You're the new Cyclops killer.
What?
You put a gun to So's head and pulled the trigger. I saw it with my own eye.
Shut up! Shut up! Stop lying!
Where's Hitomi?
No, she was gone when I got here.
Why did you come here?
Why would I tell you?
This is going nowhere.
Are you going to fight?
I have no choice.
I recommend against it. You have zero.
Well then, what can I do?
Let me think. Date, what is that on the kitchen table?
What?
The magazine.
You want me to look at a mag?
Just look.
Can't be. This is the stuff of legends.
Oh my god.
You're coming with us!
Damn!
It's over.
I don't understand why it's like...
Whoa! Limited edition!
Dante, load, shoot at the...
Why?
Just do it. She is probably just her right shoulder and left leg.
A dust explosion, huh?
Thank you.
But you could have just had me throw the bag of flour.
That would have been to improve your reaction time. I had to improvise.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. Hey.
It's just a cooking magazine. Oh my god, Date, seriously?
Boss is still unconscious. However, her brainwaves are stable.
Date, you do know...
Why are you so cooperative?
Because I know that the boss is my enemy. I got the video from Iba. I processed it and found that it showed no sign of tampering or editing, which means there can be no mistake. After pulling, that makes the odds of her being the culprit behind the other murders very high. Or maybe she had a cup. That's why I wanted the truth.
Where's 89?
I had him put back. That's right. I couldn't keep him here.
As boss.
She has broken her right shoulder, but you can see.
Let's do it.
Ready anytime.
Let's get started.
Date.
I know. 6-minute time limit. I'll be back before time's up.
Well then, let's begin.
Oh god. And this is when we get to find out that what is actually going on. That the killer is moving consciousness. The killer is moving bodies.
Time to loosen up.
Do you always have to come in like that?
It is of the utmost
At a time like...
Times like this are perfect. Anyway, it appears to be an abandoned factory of some kind.
What could Boss be hiding here?
Somnium scan. Activate.
Could you just not do this? First door.
A rusted metal...
Break lock with the pick.
Break the lock with...
Roger.
Alright, open.
Several keys have...
One of them must be the right one.
I do not have time to
Hopefully there's some kind of...
Indeed.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Okay.
A rusted metal...
Oh, door A.
Date, you've got 4
A door
minutes.
that looks like...
Open. Okay, well that gets rid of the 10 times easy.
Key.
Pick up.
The ice pick is... It appears to be...
That's what
The tag is labeled...
I was...
That must mean you could...
Come on.
A door.
Open.
Perhaps we...
Yeah, try...
It opened. Odd.
Looks like the...
B.
Door with...
Open.
It does not appear to be... This is the second floor, but it is clearly not the...
It's like a maze.
Maybe the
Door C...
open.
It... Oh,
We leave the second floor and come right...
You have 3 minutes, Date.
door E...
Open. This one I'm using a guide for, because this one's complicated. This one's complicated enough that there's no way I would figure this out. Cool.
Oh,
Guess you should check that door.
a rusted metal... It does not appear to...
Okay.
This again.
So we can't just...
It's a key with a what the hands indicate. It's a key with a the hands indicate. Is this D is written? The
You have less than 2 minutes.
I will try the.
Yeah,
It opened. This door. A broken.
Kick.
Yeah. Oh,
we were surprised.
a rusted metal. I think I can.
Oh, thank God it didn't show us that again.
Control panel?
Rows of.
Investigate.
Rows of monitors and buttons.
Insert the key.
There. Rows of monitors and.
Rotate the key.
Shrunk.
Rows of monitors and.
Press switch.
Oh.
I see. Rows of monitors.
Less than 1 minute.
Rotate key.
It extended.
Door. Door.
Open. Gonna be cutting it super fucking close.
Dante, 30 seconds.
Door C. Door.
Door F.
Door F. An iron.
Tackle.
Ready?
Hey, that door.
Date, you're out of time.
A rusted I'm going to open.
That's... Iba, return to the control room on the 3rd floor.
At once.
Yeah, this is exactly right. The body swapping thing is right. So, Renju killed Shoko. Iris killed Renju. Sho killed Iris. And then Boss killed Sho. So the body swap. So the body swapping is completely correct.
What the hell is going on?
Tate, what are you doing? 6 minutes are up.
Wait! Hitomi is...
Date, you can't go any longer. Force shutdown.
No!
And now Boss is gonna die and Hitomi's gonna be responsible.
I took a look around your head, and I discovered something. Something about the new Cyclops serial killings. Apart from Ota, there are 4 victims. Shoko Nadami, Renju Okiura, Iris Sagan, and So Sejima. Who was responsible? Shoko was stabbed by Renju with an ice pick. Renju was strangled to death by Iris. So cut open Iris's body, but who shot... It was you. In other words, all of these murders were committed by different people. There wasn't just one killer. That's how it looks on the spot. That's not the truth, is it? There's only one culprit, and that person is...
It's you, but you're not talking to the boss.
You, the person in front of me right now.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
No, not boss. The person inside boss's head.
Can you at least try to make sense?
Alright, I'll explain. You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki? There's a prototype sync machine there. You use that device to swap around bodies one by one.
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
When the killer is done with someone, they kill them.
I don't know where it started, but at some point, you got into Shoko's brain. Then, you got into Renju. And got rid of Shoko's body. After Renju was Iris. You strangled Renju using Iris. After that, into So. Who you used to kill Iris and Ota at the cold storage warehouse. Now, you're in Boss's body, inside her head.
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide. Yes, I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops serial killings. I guess you can call me the new Cyclops killer.
It was inside Iris during an interrogation Sunday.
You imitate her well. From the way you talked and your body language, it was like the real Iris. Earlier, too. Almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was perfect.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Let me define some terms first. A person's memory and sense of self. Let's call that personality. It isn't quite the right word, but it'll suffice. Now, transferring that personality into someone else's brain, let's call that parasitism. The one transferring is the parasite. The one being transferred into is the host. Are you with me so? Moving on. Even after the personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't completely lost. About 1% remains in the brain. So, a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host. That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way. Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories. I'm telling you, it was me. Why are you making me repeat myself?
That means the Somnium I entered on Sunday.
That's right.
How does he know about the original Cyclops killer? Something else is troubling me.
What's going on here?
The Cyclops killer was in Date's body at some point.
Saito Sajima.
What?
Congressman Sajima's son.
What?
What?
I researched Saito thoroughly, but I cannot find any images of him on the internet. He is listed on the family register, but I cannot find any photographs.
Before I do, there's something I want to hear from you. How did you know about the prototype sync machine? And not only that, you also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of. Why is that? Regaining your memories, are you? Human memory is fractal. If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing. Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner of the brain, gradually, slowly, taking its time. I imagine the same thing is happening in your brain right now.
A fractal is a figure with self-similarity. Allow me to explain. See this? Whichever fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape. The whole is made up of its similar parts. This is called a fractal figure. Memories in the brain are similar. That is what he is explaining. He is claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild the memory.
I knew about the prototype for regaining my memory. Is that right?
Parallel worlds exist.
Okay, so continue.
Fine.
Time.
You'll see. So, where do you want me?
Day 1 Friday?
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife. That made calling Renju easy. I need to talk to you about something. He came over without question. I think it was around 4 p.m. I had him meet me at the chemical plant. I made Renju go to sleep. Synced. Switched personalities. And then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick. I took Shoko to Bloom Park by car, using the old abandoned subway line. Must have been around 8 p.m. by the time I was finished. I tied up Shoko to one of the merry-go-round horses. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki. Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive.
Why?
Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju. My next target was Iris. I knew she would be suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki, so I asked her to come to Sunfish Pocket first. I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived just after 6. I greeted her. That's when Ota saw us. Anyway, I put her in the car, then headed to the chemical plant. On the way, I made her take a sleeping pill. I knew she might run once she saw where we were going. It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching bodies. After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death. Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I'd prepared earlier. I put that in the trunk of the car, then headed to Sunfish Pocket. But then, something I didn't anticipate happened. Waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked on the window of the car. It was Ota. He asked me something about being able to drive. He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on him.
Oh my god, this is fucking blowing my mind.
Finding the oil drum in the trunk. Plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my plans. So, I came up with a lie. I told him that I didn't have a license, so he had to keep it a secret. That's what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way. And just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and headed to Sunfish Pocket as planned. The rest went exactly as you already figured out.
Strung him up. This is... all the pieces
Sunday
are falling
morning,
into
I
place.
had a recording or some such thing scheduled. Oh, I am of course referring to Iris. I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I decided to attend as planned. I went to Lemniscate and performed my job, and when I left, I ran into you, Date. To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju. I didn't think Ota had seen me. So, of course, I didn't expect to see you there so soon. You were onto me, but there was nothing I could do about that. If I ran, it would only increase your suspicion. So I decided to play my role. The interrogation began around 8:20 p.m. Then you synced into my mind. But you didn't get what you were looking for, did you? As a result, you had no choice but to release me. I didn't want to go home right away. I knew there might be police waiting for me. That would make it difficult to sneak out at night. And that would put my plan in jeopardy. So I asked you to take me to Marble. But then another unexpected event occurred.
The shootout.
I got
Oh, the Ota. That's so not. We're in the not on the right timeline for that.
Meet me at Marble. He did as I instructed him to do. After that, I got into the van with Ota, but because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink. When he was gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live. Yes, the Sajima residence. Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell. Hello, Father, it's been a long time. I was also in Iris's body at the time. But I thought I could use that to my advantage. So I pushed on the intercom and sure enough, my dad invited me inside. I told him, I want you to come with me. There's something I need to show you. He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed and got into the van with me. We arrived at the prototype sync machine around 11:50 p.m. By the time I was in the body of Sosajima, it was a new day.
Continue?
This was yesterday, past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and drove to a new location, Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. I arrived around 1. Then, of course, when I say show, I mean dismembering Iris. Because of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer than I expected to prepare, but... well, you saw it in the video. Of course, I didn't anticipate Ota would show up. What does that make
Yep.
it? 3 times that brat has showed up unexpectedly? That annoyed me to no end, and I took that out on him. Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part. I didn't mean to make you think he was the killer. I just wanted to throw a wrench into the investigation.
Yeah,
Didn't
that's
matter if you found
insanely
out.
clear. It's really
This
clear.
all happened Monday morning. I left the warehouse around 3:30 a.m.
The thing that she's doing with her fingers is freaking me out.
There isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call this one Boss. You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years. The two shared a terrible secret. Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately. I injected her with a sedative, then brought her body to the chemical plant.
I'm like, my mind is being destroyed.
Changed our bodies.
And then shot
And
him.
after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces. I stuffed the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house.
And continue then? So I just spoke with Grace and the signs of remorse. Trying to keep my anger from boiling over and kept asking him questions. Why didn't the sync systems resist after awakening?
Ah, the prototype sync machine has a special feature. It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host after a sync. That kept them docile.
Why'd you take out the victim's eyes?
You know all about the prototype sync machine, don't you? That should explain it.
The prototype sync machine differed from the one of the Abyss in a few key ways. The machine of the Abyss is more sophisticated. Nano cables from the sync gear enter through the gap between the eyeball, and they travel down the optic nerve. The prototype sync machine isn't so advanced. To perform a sync, you need to remove the left eye manually. The subject and the syncer have to remove their eye from the socket. The cables cannot enter the brain. Even with the eye removed, severing the connection to the brain isn't necessary. Corrected eyeball still has the optic nerve and blood vessels connected. After a sync, the eye is supposed to be replaced. It's supposed to be safe. Side effects are rare. Unless the nerve or blood vessels are damaged, replacing the eyeball isn't too difficult. So why did you take out the victim's eyes then?
Of course, I don't really care about eyes. I don't need them. All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sync. And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me. Why would I bother replacing the eye? I was just going to get rid of it anyway.
Where are the eyeballs that you removed?
Shoko's is in Renju. Renju's is in Iris. Iris's is in Dad. Dad's is in Boss. Their stomachs.
You sick bastard.
Yes. I ate them immediately after exchanging personalities.
What the fuck?
How horrible.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Homicide is my hobby. I have a tenacity for it. What can I say? Of course, it was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut. If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them. It was also a matter of revenge. Against you. That's why I chose people close to you as targets. Well, except for my father, of course. That was personal to me, but don't ask. It's embarrassing.
Revenge against me?
This series of murders was like a journey for me, you know?
Homicide is my hobby is certainly a line. Yeah, no kidding.
Traveling through bodies to finally reach the end. That's the thing about traveling. You always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that is? Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home.
Wait.
The same goes for me.
Wait.
When I return home, my travels will come to an end. So I'll be needing it back. My body.
Oh my god. Date's body is originally Saito Sejima. Then who is Date's person? Slash is like, sure.
You stole my body.
What?
Took it from me 6 years ago.
What?
That's why I want revenge.
What?
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel miserable.
You mean?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Dante?
Body is yours?
That's what I've been telling you!
But I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it. They must have increased your dosage too much.
No, but the person who had this disorder was number 89, the original Cyclops killer.
That is what I believed as well, but we must have misunderstood. Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned, only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
That's strange. That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
I'm so fucking
That
confused.
must be it. Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain.
What?
Pewter must have known that.
No way.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting point. Whose brain was he in before Boss?
So Sejin.
And before So?
Iris.
Iris.
And before that, Renju.
And before
before
that,
that,
Shoko.
And before Shoko?
Whose body were you in before
I was a
Shoko?
parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year.
Okay.
I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man. They housed me in a special hospital.
That's why he had the
I
accident.
still had those fragments of my mind left, just as I explained earlier. From a single piece. I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything. I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami. I got her, and she was in Rohan's. When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind. She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
That's why Rohan jumped, because it was Soko's mind inside Rohan's body.
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan, using Shoko's body. I spied on you all this time. That's why I know everything about you.
Who were you in before Rohan?
In there, in that body you are operating right now, in that skull, my personality lived there.
Wait, hold on. If what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
It was in Rohan.
I'm not Rohan!
Correct. It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body.
I'm so confused. Rohan is inside 89. That's real. So, Date is 89? What? Is that why Date doesn't have any memories up until that point? Keep talking.
Sorry, but I want my body back. It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
Date, look! This is streaming live!
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Iba, where's the source?
It is being routed through numerous IPs. I cannot identify the source.
Pewter, contact headquarters. Now
got it!
Now, what will you do? Will you agree to my request?
Okay, I can't. It's 1 in the morning. I can't. I need to stop. I can't continue. I can't. I can't do more. I can't do more. I can't do more right now. I can't. I can't. This went from like 0 to 100 so fast. Okay, I need to sleep. I need to process this new information I have been given. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Where either me and Ryan will continue our Pokemon Fire Red and Emerald race to Gen 4, or I will play more of this. I don't know which yet. I need to sit with this information for a little while. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you next time.